They conquered continents, changed cultures, built wonders, and started wars that reshaped the world. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most powerful empires in history, not just the biggest, but the most influential, unstoppable, and legendary. Stick around. Number 1 may surprise you. Number 10, the Ottoman Empire, 1299 to 1922. At its height, the Ottoman Empire ruled vast parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa. From the golden domes of Istanbul to the deserts of Arabia, the Ottomans controlled trade, built an elite army of janissaries, and turned Constantinople into a thriving capital, now Istanbul. Their rule lasted over 600 years, longer than most empires in history. But after World War I, it all came crashing down. The Umayyad Caliphate, 661 to 750. Ever heard of the empire that stretched from Spain to India in just a few decades? That was the Umayyad Caliphate. Fueled by a united Islamic mission and powerful cavalry, the Umayyads rapidly expanded through conquest and diplomacy. Though their reign was short, their influence on religion, architecture, and culture echoes across the Muslim world even today. 8. The Spanish Empire, 1492 to 1976. The sun never sets on the Spanish Empire, and for a time, that was true. From South America to the Philippines, Spain built a global empire powered by gold, silver, and sheer naval dominance. But with wealth came exploitation, especially of indigenous populations. Spain's empire helped shape the modern world, and also brought the downfall of countless civilizations. 7. The Russian Empire, 1721 to 1917. It was cold, ruthless, massive. The Russian Empire grew to be the third largest in history, stretching from Europe to the Pacific. Led by czars like Peter the Great and Catherine the Great, it industrialized fast, expanded even faster, and crushed opposition brutally. But by 1917, internal revolution and war brought the bear to its knees and gave birth to the Soviet Union. 6. The Qing Dynasty, 1644 to 1912. The last imperial dynasty of China, and one of the largest. The Qing Empire oversaw a population of over 400 million people, a quarter of the world at the time. They expanded China's borders farther than any dynasty before them, into Tibet, Mongolia, and Central Asia. But isolation, corruption, and Western invasion led to their downfall and the birth of modern China. 5. The British Empire, 1583 to 1997. At its peak, the British Empire covered a quarter of the Earth's surface. From Canada to Australia, India to South Africa, Britain's red stretched across the globe. It brought English, railroads, and the Industrial Revolution, but also colonization, exploitation, and rebellion. The legacy of the British Empire is complicated, both monumental and controversial. 4. The Macedonian Empire, Alexander the Great, 336 to 323 BC. One man, one decade, an empire that stretched from Greece to India. Alexander the Great never lost a single battle. With cunning tactics, fearless leadership, and a relentless army, he crushed the Persians, conquered Egypt, and made Babylon his capital. His empire didn't last long after his death, but his legend never died. The Mongol Empire, 1206 to 1368. Imagine an army that moves faster than sound, hits harder than steel, and vanishes into the wind. That was the Mongols. Led by Genghis Khan, they built the largest contiguous land empire in history, from China to Eastern Europe. They burned cities, united nomads, and created a network of trade and communication that influenced the Silk Road. Fear them or admire them, the Mongols changed the world. 2. The Roman Empire, 27 BC to 476 AD, all roads led to Rome. And for good reason. The Roman Empire built highways, aqueducts, and cities that still stand today. Their legal system, language, and military strategy shaped Western civilization. At its height, Rome controlled much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. But internal corruption, civil war, and barbarian invasions ended the empire, at least in the West. Its eastern half, that became the Byzantine Empire and lasted another 1,000 years. Number 1, the Achaemenid Persian Empire, 550 to 330 BC. Before Rome, before Alexander, there was Persia. Under Cyrus the Great and Darius, the Achaemenid Empire became the first superpower of the ancient world. It stretched from the Balkans to the Indus Valley and ruled over more than 44% of the world's population at its peak. They pioneered human rights, built highways, and governed with tolerance, letting people keep their religions and cultures. Even Alexander respected Persia and made it the jewel of his empire. Empires rise, empires fall, but their legacies live on in our cities, our languages, and our cultures. Which empire do you think was the most powerful or the most underrated? Let us know in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more epic history deep dives. This is history like you've never seen it before.